What's up, dirty plant hoes and all you dirty plant enthusiasts out there? It is I, Rachel, your plant madam, and today Spider Farmer is sponsoring today's video. Thank you so much to Spider Farmer. They tried to send me, the beginning of spring, Spider Farmer tried to send me a tent so many times. The first time it got damaged in transit and they sent it back, like FedEx just sent it back. They sent the second one and it got lost. Like literally you put in the tracking number and it said that it was just lost in transit. So the third time was the charm and they sent it to me and it showed up. But 2 days ago, a secondary tent showed up and I'm guessing it was the damaged box or the lost box. Like, I don't know. Like, I have no idea. But now I have 2 Spider Farmer tents. Thank you so much to Spider Farmer. I swear to God, I did not mean for that to happen, obviously. I mean, it's the mailman's fault. So we're gonna cut to a clip of me and Casey putting together the Spider Farmer grow tents, which I am so thankful to have, because as you guys know, we have memberships for this channel. And when you get the upper echelon membership tier, then you get to participate in group purges. And I'm running out of space in my house and it's hard for me to like have enough, good lighting for plant propagations plus good humidity. And what Spider Farmer tents do is they give you good lighting and good humidity. Thank you so much to Spider Farmer for sponsoring today's video. Winston is extremely needy today and I don't know how I'm gonna get this repotting video filmed because there's a lot of staring happening, there's a lot of crying happening. He's got food, he's got water, he's been snuggled with all day. I don't know. That's not our fault because that's the post office's fault. It's not our fault. So this is just happens sometimes and we really appreciate it. Thank you, Spider Farmer.
Got lost in the mail for real for like 2 months.
Well, we got to build the bones first. So.
Look at this. Out of there. Get out of there. Good. No instructions. Don't need no dang instructions.
Those are packed. You'd know if you read the damn instructions, wouldn't you?
Well, I didn't, and I won't.
I know what they're
So
for. You want to know how I know what they're for? I've read instructions in the past.
Well, good for you.
If you like today's video, this really chill, nonsensical repotting situation, please give the video a like. And if you want to become a part of our Dirty Plant Hoe family, you can hit the subscribe button. We also have memberships down below and we are working on some new merch. I got quite a few things in here that I'm trying to repot today. This gorgeous begonia Thai May, I'll put the name here. I'll put the name down below. I actually got this from Mountain Orchids and it came and it was much smaller than what it is right now. And it is still in the same nursery pot that it came in. It's just this little teeny tiny pot. Oh, I got a little dead leaves. So I'm going to be repotting it, and you can see I kept the tag. Thank you, Jesus. That's from Mountain Orchids. I'm going to be repotting it not much bigger. Everybody kind of has their own opinions about how far up you should up pot your begonias when you're repotting them, but I just find that in my house, I have better luck if I up pot them like slowly, like not too huge of a size. And that's for like these more, I constantly contradict myself. That's all I do is I constantly contradict myself because I'm saying this about this begonia, but then I'm gonna put this begonia beefsteak into this big giant ass pot. So don't listen to anything that I say. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm literally just talking. I don't know what I'm doing. This is one of the pots that I picked up from Westwood Gardens recently, and it is just absolutely divine. It's gorgeous. It does not have a drainage hole. And I did not realize that until just now. So I do not think I'm going to be using that for that after all. And that throws off my whole repotting thing because I brought in just enough. Because I brought in just enough pots for what I thought I had going on here. And now I don't know what I'm going to do. So I guess just one less thing is going to get repotted. that's just all there is to it. So this little one is gonna have to go for something else. And let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. This cute little pale yellow little cupcake pot. I don't know if they have them on Amazon, but I always have them linked below so that you guys can get them. These have been the most versatile pots in my collection. They're not that weird funky plastic that seems to like kill plants all of a sudden. I don't know. If you know what I'm talking about, leave a comment down below. It's that weird dollar store plastic. I swear to God, it kills your plants. Like they're putting toxic shit on it. I don't know what's happening. I don't plan this stuff out well enough, you guys. This is, what a travesty. Okay, let me get this Amazon box and maybe that'll work. Winston, you really? This right here. Bitch, I'm a professional YouTuber now. Can't tell me shit. Oh, that's dusty, dude. Watch out, Winston. You get soil in your nose. It's not good for you. I'm using my traditional Miracle Grow soil mix. I'm gonna add in like some leca. Damn, this shit is dusty, dude. I want to get like grower's lawn. Did I not bring in a tool? You guys, active travesty. Okay. I wanted to put some leca in there. I don't know why, okay? I don't know why. I just felt like I wanted to put some leca in there. That looks pretty good for the bottom. And this begonia, okay, let me tell you what I think of when I see this begonia. I think of Scarface. And do you remember the part where he's in that guy's office?
Maybe you're right.
Anyway, I'm glad you made it, Tony. I want to return the favor for you. Spades.
No, I take care of this myself.
And he, after that attempted assassination, and he goes in there and he knows that he's, you know, he's about to shoot him or whatever. And there's all those like hot pink and black palm trees all over, like, you know what I mean? Even on the door in the guy's office that, you know, Pacino kills. And Scarface is a great movie. If you guys have never seen Scarface, Casey had never seen Scarface, so we had to remedy that shit, you know, after 5 years of marriage, but we got around to it. Oh my God. This was horrible. Listen, I would never, ever drop something on you, you silly boy. I'd break my arm before I'd drop something on you. You guys, I don't know what I'm doing a lot of the time, okay? I wish Casey was here so he could be like, yup, that's true. I know that's right. Ooh. This begonia for sure makes me think of Scarface, and I really, really hope to God that this repotting doesn't make it like hella angry with me. Sometimes begonias do that. They don't like to be repotted. And another really, really cool thing about this begonia, FYI, a more important part about this begonia is it's growing in my bedroom under very minimal amounts of artificial light. Like, it's just getting the, I mean, really, y'all, it really is. It's not like directly under grow lights or anything. It actually has like fanned out so much, you know, to the point to where it's actually not fitting on any of my like shelves or anything like that. So it's just kind of sitting like off to the side and just kind of getting like ambient light. So, and it's doing so good. It's growing like gangbusters, man. And the new leaves coming out, they're so palmate and absolutely gorgeous. It's something else. I love it. Oh yeah, and I've been putting like, I don't know, I've been putting like leca on the tops to like top the soil off, because in my brain, it like holds a little bit of extra moisture in there. It like buys me another like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours. See, every time I start talking and like explaining some sort of line of thought that I have with my plants, I get 5 seconds into it before I'm like, this is insane. This is not, you're not a well, you're not a, wow. You are not well. And also, side note, I know I'm not well, but I think the leca makes it look nice. I may not use like full leca all the way throughout, but the leca as a topper is a really nice look. Okay? I think it looks really cute. Hell yeah, I think that looks really good. It got a little crooked. It's a little crooked, but it's fine. And I love the pastel colors on these pots. It really contrasts with like the deep green and the burgundy. If you turn around and look at the back of it, so cool. Is that not neat? That's what I'm saying, that hot pink like palm tree look. It's really cool. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, we're gonna set this over to the side, somewhere that's not offensive to my boy. And that really needs to be watered. So, okay, so the next thing that I'm gonna be repotting is this begonia beefsteak. And wow, if you guys are interested in a fast growing begonia that is just out of this world amazing, this begonia is definitely one of them. Cody from the plant channel gave me this begonia. It was just like this little bitty teeny tiny little baby, and in like a tiny pot. And I mean, it didn't take no time, and it was like whoosh, it was huge. It just loves being in my house. I love it. It loves me. It's a really nice relationship. This is actually a cut back version of what it once was. Like, it was ginormous and it dried out a little bit too much, so I lost like one of the big giant dillies on it. But it's really, really, really cool. Another thing that's really nice about it is when the light shines through these leaves, it looks like a bunch of stars in the sky at night. I have this in a hanging basket, so it actually hangs and it starts to catch the setting sun coming through my bedroom, and it shines through the design on the beefsteak leaf, and it is just always going to be a part of my collection. I had to do a lot of purging. You guys, start potting the freaking plant, Rachel. Okay, so a lot of you guys were super, super sweet to me when I shared with you guys that I'm going through like a pest, you know what I mean, pestageddon or whatever. I would say it's going really good. Just the fact that I've gone through my entire collection, I've gone through 3 at this point, 1 week after filming. I think I filmed last Tuesday. At this point, I've done 3 complete rooms out of 4 that are kind of filled with plants in my house. I had to give myself a day's break because my back just, you know what I mean? I couldn't hack it. Like, it was starting to build up. Like, eating healthy is not enough, you know? I mean, if you're doing stuff like that and you're hauling plants outside and you're bending over and all that, like, you gotta really want it. You know what I mean? Like, a lesser person, not a lesser person, shut up, shut the fuck up. A person who was less invested in their plant collection would not have done all that work. You know what I mean? Like, most people aren't going to give that much of a shit. They'll just start chunking stuff, and I'll tell you what, some stuff got chunked. It's not like things didn't get chunked. I've told you guys so many times that like I've gotten rid of duplicates of shit, but just like duplicates just keep showing up. Like, I don't know how they keep getting here, but they just keep showing up. I don't know, like, maybe I'm like propagating them because I think I'm gonna sell them, and then like I forget that I'm gonna sell them because they're looking really pretty. I don't know what's going on. Casey's always like, I wish people appreciated begonias as much as you do, and I was like, dude, I do too, because man, we'd be on top of the world. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, the pest situation. So I've gone through the whole house except for one room. I've washed everything completely down. I have treated everything with the soil treatment and with the foliar treatment with Azamax, okay? I only have like this much of like the bottle left. I probably have enough to make like another gallon or so, I would say, of the foliar spray and maybe one more treatment of the soil treatment. This is one of those weird dollar store pots. I must have been desperate when I was repotting this one last time, like praying to the plant gods that this dollar store pot didn't tear my shit up. Come on out of there. Oh my Lord. Wow. So you can see that begonia roots, even when it's like, don't break, even when it's a super well established plant, you're not gonna see like those huge aroid roots, like maybe that you might be used to seeing. Begonia roots are a lot finer, a lot more like, if aroids are like thick spaghetti, then begonia roots are like angel hair pasta. And you have to be really careful. And that's like nowhere near enough dirt. I was tripping. Hot weather is out, you guys. Like that is my jam. Like everyone else is like, oh my God, I'm dying in this like 100-degree heat or whatever. And I'm like, it feels lovely outside. I am thriving. I am living my best life. The heat feels wonderful to me. I've been taking the kids like to go swimming a ton because I don't really mind being out in the heat, you know what I mean? So I'm telling you, like, my body does not have, wow, that doesn't look very good, does it? That, okay, I think it looks better in person than it looks right now. And I am so bummed that I'm gonna have to go get more dirt. I could almost cry. It took me so long to get this set up, you guys. You wouldn't even believe it. You wouldn't believe how long it took my ADD having ass to get set up. I come into rooms like a billion times and forget what I'm doing. That's something I definitely need to go see a doctor about. My inability to concentrate and things like that, it gets really frustrating. I like cuss myself out a lot over it because I get so frustrated with myself, you know? But for the pest management thing, because I do know myself and I know, you know, that I'm very forgetful, I've written it all down. I know the first day that treatment was applied to each room, and I'm going to go back and reapply. And the next time when I reapply, it won't be as intense as the first time that I applied it, because I won't have to be doing like the main major washing of like everything. Everything just needed a really good wash, and that's what I'm working on doing. But this next treatment won't be as intense, and I'm hoping to not have to like transport everything outside. The second treatment, I'm just going to kind of spray where all the plants are, make sure I get everything, you know, thoroughly saturated, and just like wipe up the excess, you know. Yeah, and just hope for the best, because my body physically, I don't think, can carry all of my plants back outside again. Kind of dreading the last room that I have to do, but it really does feel good though. It's like one of those things, it's very cleansing feeling, especially if you're not a greenhouse grower and all of your plants have to be grown indoors, you know. I know that everybody's not taking all their plants outside and hosing them off like once a month, unless you've only got like 50 plants, then sure, you know what I mean? But people who have large collections like me, they're defo not doing that, especially if they're all indoors. So it did feel like super cleansing to get it done, to get it off my chest, to get all the dust, dog hair, debris, you know, just whatever off of everything, get a nice, good, clean coat of pesticide all over everything. It just felt cleansing. It's becoming, my plants are becoming very tied to my mental health, a lot like a clean or dirty house is tied to my mental health. You know how when your house is dirty, which my house is dirty a lot, okay? I'm not gonna pretend like my house isn't dirty a lot, because it is. This freaking begonia, I know it doesn't look super impressive right now, okay? That's because it's got all these crazy ass like octopus arms coming out, and they had to be like kind of shoved down into the pot a little bit. But give it a couple of weeks, and it is going to look really, really cool. This thing grows so freaking fast. I cannot wait to see how it's gonna like being up potted into this pot. And this pot is really, really cute, by the way. This powder blue situation, and I picked it up from Lowe's, and I don't remember, I think it was like 15, 16 bucks or something like that. Oh my God, you guys, this is so heavy. I don't know what I was thinking. But I like it when they get big, and that's how I get into trouble, because I don't trim them enough, and they get so big, they're like taking over the whole freaking house. You know how it goes, girls. You know what I'm talking about. The next one I'm gonna do, because I don't have like a ton of dirt left. I might have enough to do 2 more plants. This next one that I'm repotting, I had to like scrub the mealy bugs off of. This one is the Hoya Rachel that was sent to me by Heather, and I freaking love it. I have been so petrified of this Hoya Rachel, but it grew so well even when I didn't pot it and was like scared to touch it and kind of scared to water it and everything. It did really, really well, and it's given me a lot of courage. So, but I am making a big Hoya haul, and I hope you guys really like it, because it's not very often that I make big Hoya hauls. I am going to pot this teeny little potted Hoya into this pot that my Nana brought over to me. She is always like finding the bargain deals for like the pots and whatnot, which is super helpful. And she's been coming over like once a week and bringing me like a badass pot haul. It's been pretty nice. That's why you should rinse your Lego balls. I'm telling you guys, I've gotten really lazy in my old age. I'm gonna put some Legos in the bottom to buy me some more time because I don't have enough dirt. And the Hoya Rachel is actually the Hoya Rebecca's sister. They are seed pod mates. And its parents are the Hoya Obscura, and I can't remember the other one, but I'll put some pictures up of what the blooms will look like someday when it blooms for me. It's actually been a really great growing Hoya. I've just been, you know what I mean? It's been my learning Hoya more than anything. I've got a couple of other Hoya, but I don't know. I guess I remember back when I first got in the plant community, there was so much like hubbub about like the correct way to take care of Hoyas. Like, I don't know if you guys remember this, like throwback to 2019, but you remember when it was a big deal when you would have your Hoya potted in ceramic versus if you had your Hoya potted in terracotta? Like, wasn't that like this big ass thing back in the day? And also, me and Casey were talking about this at lunch. I was like, dude, there's been so many trends kind of come and go in the plant community since I've been around. I don't even know what year, like 2019, I think, maybe 2018. I don't even know. But like, also back in the day, like if you sold a wet stick or like a node or a chunk or something like that, it was like morally wrong. Do you guys remember that? Like, people were getting like serious hate on the internet because they were selling nodes and chunks and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe you guys don't remember that, but it's been wild in the plant community. Look at how freaking cute that looks. And you can see like how the leaves get like sun stressed or whatever. Super gorge. I love it. I think that looks gorgeous. We will do the last one that I'm going to repot with you guys is this Epiphyllum 3 Oranges orchid cactus that I picked up from Logi's, and I am soups in love with orchid cactus. I had one bloom for me, and usually that's all it takes for me to be like hands down in love with something, is if it blooms for me. You know what I mean? I'm going to pot it in this cute little number here. I'm pretty sure this just came from Walmart or Lowe's or one of your local yokel stores. What else was really like taboo in the plant community? I can't remember. Putting the word rare in your titles, that was a really big taboo. I remember back in the day. Either people were mad. People were mad because, you know, I get it that when you talk about the real level of rarity of any one thing, but you know, I mean, it's all subjective, you know, like it's rare to see it in a house technically, and especially back in 2019, 2018, it was kind of rare to see those things, you know. So it's all relative, it's all subjective, and people would get really upset about it, and I don't know, it was just a whole thing. Like, it's funny the ebb and flow of like the trends, you know what I mean? Like, what is it on trend to not like? What is it on trend to like? You know what I mean? And that's why The plant community in general has always been pretty picky about things and what they like and what they don't like. No, because that ain't it. I feel like the plant community is more chill now, but I know it probably isn't more chill now. It's just that I'm not like as deep into it. You know what I mean? Like, if it's all relative to how deep you are in the community and how many people you know, because the more people you know and the more people you communicate with and this and that, the more drama you're gonna hear, and the more you're gonna hear people having problems with other people, you know? I mean, I don't know. That's why maybe you should just stay in your own lane and be a lone wolf and do your own thing and keep your eye on the prize and worry about yourself and your plants and enjoy what you want to enjoy, and try to keep you know, the horse blinders on so that someone's not always telling you what you're supposed to like and what you're not supposed to like. That is a cutie freaking tootie. It is so worth it going ahead and getting things potted up, man. This thing like dried out pretty dramatically more than once. I do not do well with the teeny tiny little pots anymore.
All right, I'm done. You're up. Direction reader.
C, D, E, F, D.
All right, these are cross pieces at the top.
Oh God. Documenting us putting shit together. Never a good idea.
Rule number 1. Always do what I instruct. Rule number 2.
This is why I don't like doing this shit. I really don't. As a couple, as a married couple, I protest.
Well, methinks thou dost protest.
So
Yeah.
get your 2 F's and your 2 E's.
There's F. Okay, does F touch E?
Yeah, E goes to F with a corner bracket, and that'll be your bottom deal. See, the E's go across from each other, and the F's go across from each other in the square. Got it?
No,
The E and the E poles are opposite.
I can't see any of those letters.
The E poles, I don't know.
I need to be closer, not further.
I don't know how your old eyes work.
Rule number 2.
The E's are on opposite sides, and the F's are on opposite sides right here.
So that E's are on the bottom and the top. The E's are
I'm
longer.
just working on building one of the squares on the bottom.
Okay, E, F.
And then do another
And then
E on the other, on this other one. Bottom though, like this is the bottom of the tent.
They're all the same.
No, they're not. This is a foot. See how one has a black thing? And this is, the black thing needs to be down here because this is going to be the bottom of the tent.
Do you see one with the black? This is the bottom of the tent. They're all the same piece. It's going to go like that. So, tell me again, with that in mind.
Because you're building. This is what we're building right here. The bottom platform.
Okay, I'm gonna orient it just like that. So what's this piece down there?
D. It's a connector piece. E. So if you're standing in it, E's on this side, E's on this side on the ground, and F is here and F is there.
So which one of these is E?
You want me
That's an
to
E.
take over and just go ahead and pop it together? Because I've
E's
done
are
it
long.
a bunch of times.
E, F, E, F. Let's just do that. E to F. Yeah, come on. Here we go.
One hot second.
What are you doing?
Loving life, everything, and just stuff, you know, just doing stuff.
You do know that that's exactly the way it was.
No, it was not either. This boot was over here. The boot goes at the bottom. It was not. Now you should be connecting E. E. The pole E
To that?
to the corner piece.
That's what I was running into. That don't make sense. That one has one end, this one has two. So if the short one is...
Because you're holding G. E. Make sure I'm holding the right one. F.
So we want F and F Which one's that?
This one into my hand.
Okay, that's not correct.
If I do it like this.
Here's the problem.
What's the problem?
That.
What's the problem? Well, I'm following the directions, and you can see on the directions that this is exactly how it shows to go. So we must
Yeah.
not have the right model.
So those are F, these F pieces here?
Oh, see, look, it's all different. Look, if you were building this one, it's E, 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 all on the bottom. This one is E, F, E, E. So it's all going to be different according to.
Well,
Let's try all 4 E's. Because maybe those will line up. You know what I'm saying?
let's see what pieces we got to work with here. Because those directions, I think we agree suck.
No, I think we just tried to put together the wrong one.
How do we know which one we got?
Whichever one starts going together the right way. And this one didn't because we ran into the, you know what I mean? This is
E
right.
all the way at the
This
bottom?
Yep, this is right. F and G stacked together, with F being on the ground and G being the next level up. Yeah, this is like a big ass tent.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, what's the biggest one they make, I think?
Well, it's gonna be a tight squeeze, dude. This is whoa.
I can't do this.
Stop.
I can't do this.
I can't do this either. I just suddenly am overwhelmed by this whole process. Oh, that, yeah, you're right. There you go, there you go.
And we're showing videos of nothing.
Yeah, I know. Got it. Woo!
Boom.
Damn, Skippy.
You turn it where they can see in it.
Yeah, I'm about to go get the camera off the thing.
Okay.
Oh, you need to turn this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give them an angle there where they
Here
can
we
see.
go.
That's good.
It's so big. Oh, sorry, baby. I didn't know you had your hands down there.
No, it's all good.
I couldn't
I'm
see.
gonna start zipping this up.
Good, good call.
And right around it.
Okay.
Nice and smooth. So this is like the big opening. And then there's another zipper with a smaller opening. You doing
It's
it?
big.
Yeah.
It's fitting me and Cletus super comfortably. So I think I'm gonna have room for like,
Lots of stuff.
I don't know how I'm gonna like put racks in here. Like how am I gonna do that?
Well,
Or something skinny.
racks are 6 foot tall.
No. I usually cut them in half, like I did in this one. You know what I mean? Like I take the top half off and then I use the bottom half of the rack. But I think it's gonna be too wide and probably take up too much space. I don't know. I don't know what those are for. Those are just big exhaust holes, you know? Plants need to breathe and stuff.
Airflow.
Airflow. Very important. Okay, so I'm gonna push this back against the wall. Right?
Yep.
Never to be used again, the wall. Never be used again.
But that does make it usable. Makes the room usable now.
Okay,
Right?
right.
We got an electrical outlet there so we can come in. Now, do you want big zipper? You probably want big zipper open. Look, it's got side zippers too.
Yeah, those are like the little,
So you can get to it from all kinds of places.
yeah, and then you got your window.
Wow, this is a nice tent.
It is a super nice tent.
And it is SPIDERFARMER.
Look at how nice that is.
Yeah.
Like a rubber piece.
That's actually real good. Don't want to
Ouch.
put a negative spin on my Instagram thing.
Okay, so here's the sitch, kiddos.
Let me explain all of that too.
Oh, I didn't put the floor bit in the thing. It's so awkward, isn't it?
So SPIDERFARMER sent us a tent a long time ago, like 2 months ago. Okay. So which one showed up first? This one?
This one.
So after like,
I think this is the one they initially wanted me to have.
right. So after like 45 days, and they sent us another tracking number and sent us another tent.
Yeah.
So this one got shipped out, and the original one showed up like a month and a half later. Thank you, Spider Farmer. That was very generous of you, and we appreciate that very much. I'm looking at the camera and I can't move my finger back because it's backwards. Thank you, Spider Farmer.
Absolutely. And the reason why we're not putting this one together just yet tonight is because we're tapped out for space. We're tapped out for space.
Rule number 3.
And the only reason why we can't keep going is we're going to break down. You guys are familiar with my propagation rack right here. And also I have racks over here by the window. I'm going to break those down and put those inside the tent so that I have more room to set up this tent right here.
Right.
Like there's literally no place to set it up until I break down this shelving in here. And we've got like a ton of party tables from the last video you guys saw where I was shipping plants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we were just like,
We got a lot of remodeling to do before we can have room for this one. And it takes a lot of room, as you saw, to put these tents together because you got to spread it out and then you got to lean it over, and then putting the wrapping on is difficult. So we got to clear out some space to do that.
If you got a bigger tent than this, comment down below how in the shits did you get that thing together?
And how many people did it take?
I don't know how. I don't think we could have gotten to a bigger one together.
I'll tell you what, how big is this one? We got a tape measure out here, don't we?
It's big. We got it. Yeah, we need to
We
tell
still
them
got
how
to put
big it
those rails
is
on the
too.
inside.
The what?
These hanging rails at the top.
Oh yeah, the hanging rails and the
So
floor
this
bed.
tent is, hold that for me.
Oh shit! You got me holding two different things.
It is basically 6 feet wide.
And ooh, you okay, Bob? Aww.
And it is 6.5 feet tall.
So it's 6 by 6.5.
6 by 6.5 by
6
5.
by 5.
So it's 5 feet deep, 6 feet wide, and 6.5 feet tall. Because I could stand up directly in the middle of it and have a little room over my head. So for Rachel, we can hang a lot up here about this far, and she can walk right underneath.
We're super excited to use it. Bye, guys. Well, anyways, that about sums it up for today's video. I have no idea like what the meaning of all that ranting and rambling was, and that is a lot what it's like to sit with me like in my bedroom where we are and have conversations. There's not a lot of real point A to point B going on there, but I hope that you enjoyed that rant ramble. I hope you enjoyed whatever the hell this just was, me repotting some of the really cool houseplants in my collection, and I really hope that you enjoyed watching us put together the tent. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to Spider Farmer for sponsoring today's video. You are the GOAT. You are the MVP. We love you so much. Thank you so much for sending us 2 tents, even if it might have been on accident. We still really appreciate it. We love you guys. Peace out. Later, taters. Bye. And now it's time for a big, dirty, nasty shout out to all my dirty plant enthusiasts out there. Nadine Ski, 7 Puggies, Cindy C, A Bear's Garden, Abby Gilbert, Ace Cadet, Alexandra Chilton, Always Propagating, Amanda Davila, Amber V, Amy Adwan, Anna Dreesen, Ashley Caraveo, Ashley Sexton, A Warm Wind, Bailey Barnett, Barbara Lindbergh, Bren, Carly Grinnell, Casey Dillon, Casey Glidewell, Kat and Gizmo, Chamomile Camille, Colleen Hatton, Corey Traxler, Courtney Martin, Crazy Plant Lady, Cuties with Cartney, Daniel Holt, Darren Heppel, David Sawyer, Diana Anderson, Eliza Haney, Ellen Louise Pasco, Emily Kingsley, Aaron Roche, Felicia Yeager, Fenner Lamb, Fiona, Fredo 79, Glass Cactus 15, Goncalo Martins, Gretchen Ward, Haley Hetrick, Haley Martin, Haley Kester, Harper Gray, Hazel Foreman, Heather Summers, Heidi Christofferson, Hells Bells, Holy Coley, Houseplanty Goodness, Hunter Jolly, Jamie Ellis, Jake Rowe, Jenna Maria, Jennifer Banner, Jennifer Girolametto, Jess Marvel, Jessica Viola, Joe Howard, Joseph Joseph L. Simmons V, Caitlin Card, Cassandra Hines, Kathy W., Kaylee Logan, Keith Betchel, Kelly Hodgson, Kim Toby, Kimberly Mossman, Not Dude, Christy Bem, Crystal T, Kaya Hauser, Kylan Cooper, Lauren Loves Leaves, Lisa Garden, Light Owl, Lilac Moore, Lillianne Morin, Lisa Nolan, Lori Davidson Hughes, Louise H., Lulu's Leaves, Maggie Davis, Mackenzie Hogarth, Mara Baker, Maureen W., Megan Moyna, Meeks, Megan Lilly, Mev H., Mia Sewell, Michaela Rags, Michelle A., Michelle Meckel, Michelle Reed, Michelle Watts, Monica Allison, Nicholas Constant, Nicole Rohrer, Nikki Toller, Ordinary Plant Girl, Pam's Pretty Plants, Peanuts Plants, Rachel Morrell, Rachel Sharp, Raylene Hillhouse, Rhea Shields, Rhiannon C., Ricky Bolbeck, Reese's Roots, Safia Bahadir, Sarah Santos, Seth Miller, Showers, ASMR, Sophie Botting, Steph Miller, Stephanie Bazella, Stephanie Mincy, Stephanie Pietro. Good Lord, I love my Stephanies. Tanya Houtsaker, Tara Christensen, Taylor Kaysen, T., Tiffany Wright, Trent Grolmus, Tyler Kersey, Vertigree Dreams, Vernie Zoo, Victoria Fonseca, Wesley Lemontino, and Yadira Z. And now, an extra dirty, extra nasty shout out to my gigantic monthly supporters, my dirty plant hoes, who have access to our monthly lives and also our monthly plant purges. Danny Ryan, Abby Rupp, Alexandra Kennedy, Allie Wells, Allison Havens, Alyssa Braden, Amber Mae Fleming, Amber Metter, Amber Poole, Amy Baxter, Andrew Wolf, Anna D., April Robinson, Ariel Roots, Arlisa B., Ashley Kathleen, Ashley Williams, Aubrey Puff, Beth, Hello Houseplants, Botanicaz, LLC, C. Woe, Caitlin Christie, Carly Knight, Cassidy Walker, Chelsea Clifton, Chrissy Spencer, Christina Kuntz, Chrissy Stewart, Sierra Jones, Danny Sprague, Deanne Santos, Denise Tomer, Diana Warner, Donna, Dorkalicious, Ellen Hoover, Emily Cephalou, Emily Forhay, Emma LaCroix, Emma Wiley, Florence Ramirez, Forever Hopeful Plants, Katie, Gab, Gina the Great, Haley Eblin, Haley Stanley, Heather Lamb, Heather Worrell, Hollis Good, Houseplant Heather, Jameow, Jasmine Renee, Jedi KCC, Jennifer Rouse, Jenny Vanderbilt, Jessica Stanford, Jill Cunningham, Joanna Meyer, Joanne Hernandez, Caitlin Guavi, Chris, Catherine Sproles, Kelly Rice, Kelly Smith, Kelly Costello, Kristen Williams, Christy D, Crystalia B, Lana MT, Lauren, Mari Boots, Mark Straw, Megan Earls, Megan Gowdy, Melissa Hartog, Michelle G, Mirena, Natural State Ashley, Nicholas Caruso, Nikki Grilly, Odd Avocado Tree, Olivia Wise, Oops, I Soiled My Planties, Paul Zhang, Peyton Gold, Pinky from Hot Farms, Plant Friend Down the Street, Plant Princess, Simonetta, QR, Reagan Cornelius, Rianne Chuckasang, Rico 9383, Riley Elizabeth, Ren, Root and Leaf, Sammy Joe Ruby, Sarah Schwartz, Sarah J, Shannon Mattingly, Sleazy Wednesday 1, Spotted Oreo 10, Stacy Anderson, Stanny, Tammy Carroll, Tara Peterson, Tara's Plants, Tropics in the Midwest, Teddy Ruxpin, oh my god, hello, Tara Wolfgang, Tess Bot says The Fiber Circus, The Hatter's Madness, The Plants Channel, The Plants Meow, Tracy Buzzle, Tyler Frakes, Valerie Titus, Victoria Olson, Whitney Sales, Wicked Witch Roxy, Will H, Winter Rose, and Yvonne Smith. I love you so much. You're my favorite in the whole wide world. I love you. I love you guys. I hope that you have a wonderful week. Be sure and check out my other channels, links in the description down below. Peace out. Later, taters. Bye.